Hi again. A recent upload of mine to YouTube has a position very similar to this. If you haven't already had a look at it, I would recommend that you check it out. In that particular problem, the title of it is styled along the same lines as this one, with a question mark, and it's for you to figure out what is going to happen here. I'm not making it clear whether white wins, black wins, or it's a draw. But like in the other problem, it does look as though black really has the advantage here and shouldn't have any trouble winning it. Well, in the other problem, of course, it turned out completely the opposite. White, in fact, was very unlucky not to win it. There was only one line where black could draw. So what's the story with this one? That's the question. So let's have a look at it. It's white to play and question mark. What's the key move here? Well, the key move has to be promoting to a queen. Really nothing else in this position would do. So that's what he does. Now, if you notice, white is now threatening checkmate. That's one reason why it's a good move to promote to a queen. The other reasons? Well, the other pieces are just inadequate to win this. You need a queen, it must be. Now, what does black do? This is the question. This is the question. What does he do here? What moves does he have? What would happen if he played king h1? Here, for instance. What could we do with that? Well, what we do with that is we would play here. Now, this is, in fact, it would work here or here if you want to get technical. But what we're trying to do here, of course, is with black willingly moving into a position where this pawn is pinned, he now has to move back. He's nothing else. And of course, as soon as he moves back, we renew our original threat and it's checkmate. And the same would have applied down here. So it's a move of convenience, really. So the king to the corner is not an option. Therefore, his only other move is to promote that pawn on h1. So we'll push this on. To what does he promote it? Well, quite simply, if he promotes to a queen, rook, or bishop there, let's just have a... I think we get the picture with a queen. What does white do to seal black's fate? Well, it's this ingenious stroke here, and what we're doing here is we're renewing our threat of the back rank should it present itself as a possibility, but we're also stopping the black king going here. And if you look at that position, no matter what black does, he has to move something to h2. If he moves his queen or his pawn, like this, yes, we now have that opportunity to checkmate him. And of course, if he'd put the queen there, or if it had been a rook, if he'd put that there. In the case of a bishop, of course, well, we just revert to our original because the bishop can't move into h2. And that is the problem with promoting to anything, that's right, other than a knight. So we played pawn on equals queen, pawn on equals knight. So what does white do here? Does he adopt the same sort of strategy? Well, he does. It's queen b8. And he's stopping the king from going to h2. Now, what I propose to do here is to give you the main line. I'll not put anything on the comments box. It's a bit of a challenge. I can assure you that I've been through all of this, and my analysis, I think, is spot on. Should you, if you do have any ideas of looking further into this, and should you have any difficulties at all and you want clarification of any lines, just let me know in the comments box and I'll be happy to supply you with my analysis on any particular variation. And the very best of luck. Now, what does black play here? Well, clearly, you see, if he plays h2, we're back to queen b1 checkmate. He can't move his king anywhere. He can't move this pawn. If he moves his knight to here, he loses it and quickly the game. So therefore, knight f2 is his only realistic choice. Now then, what do we play here? We play this move. Now, we're abandoning the back rank at the moment, but that's not a problem. And we're threatening to win his knight, aren't we? So what does he do here? Well, really, he has to move his knight. It's as simple as that. Because if he plays h2, we take his knight, queen takes f2, and he's mated in short order. Check that one out for yourselves. What happens if he plays king to here, though? How do we deal with this? I mean, surely if we play queen f2, it's g1, and black is winning. Well, there, of course, and just take a look at that, and there's no way that black can save the game, because if he plays g1, it's queen g1 mate. If he plays h2, it's queen g2 mate. That's a nice touch. So, with all that said, he really must play the knight somewhere. Where does he put it? Well, I think this is the best move. What he's doing really is he's attacking the queen, but of course, no matter where he puts his knight, he's abandoning protection of this. So do we take that off? We most certainly do. And you see, his 3 pawns already are down to 1. And it's a queen against a knight, so already white is in the ascendancy. Does he win this game? Well, that would be giving it away, but you have a look at that position and have a think about it. What does white do here? Where does he play? Well, he has to move his knight because he can't move anything else. See, if he gives check here or anything, you just whip the knight off. This is probably the best move. There are alternatives. Have a look at them by all means. So what do we do here? How do we wrap things up pretty quickly here? Well, it's this neat move here. What we're wanting to do is we're wanting to stop his king from going to the H line, and we're wanting to prepare queen f3 and queen g3 and checkmate on g2. And he has to move that knight again, doesn't he? And no matter where he puts it, if he edges too close to the king, we're just going to take it off. You do have to be careful here. Why do you have to be careful if he puts it there? Well, it is tempting, oh so tempting, to play that. And hey presto, stalemate. I'm giving you a clue there as to how this game ends. We don't want stalemate. So what would we do there to win the game? Well, like I gave a clue just a moment ago, we'd play king f3 and we're eyeing over the possibility there of winning this. No matter where he puts that knight there, he loses it. And of course, should he put the king to h2, we play queen g3 and win it. Should he play king h1, well, we'll just take the knight and it's over with. So really, that is not an option. So what does he do instead? Well, let's try this. He's trying to hang on to his knight and possibly think about knight forks here. He doesn't have the opportunity to do it, but he's having a go anyway. So now we play here. There's nothing to stop us. And if he plays here, we take it. This is probably the best of a bad bunch. And we take the knight off. And now, do you see what we're threatening? That's right. Checkmate on g2. And there is no way of getting around that. Clearly, if he plays into the corner, it's queen g2 mate. If he plays here, then it just stretches it out for one more agonizing move. And that is checkmate. That answers the question, how did this game end? And it's incredible if you just think back to the starting position that white could win this game. And there's no defense for black. I trust that you enjoyed that one. These problems are truly remarkable. And what I'm amazed at more than anything else is not only that I can manage to produce them, but that it just works time and time again. It's quite remarkable, and I'm very pleased to be able to do it. And once again, all the very best with your chess. I hope this is helping you to improve. That's the idea of it. And good luck to you and goodbye for now.